Hello my friends, welcome back to Retro RPG Relaxation, playing through Dragon Quest VI. Last time, we started to investigate a way to make ourselves tangible in this spirit world after witnessing a crime that was pinned on the wrong person. An attempted poisoning of an innocent dog. Dog is totally fine once again. But we saw it in spirit form, but were unable to take any action because no one can see or hear us. We heard tale of a beautiful woman who had come in and was passing people by on the way to the ships, and upon finding the lady there, she actually saw us and could talk to us. She led us on out of town to her grandmother's house, who not only could see us, but referred to us by our names, Retro and Hassan. So, curiouser and curiouser. She said that there was a way for us to become tangible and visible in this world as well. So we are coming back after triumphing in the cave over a dark beast that had taken up residence and was using the liquid that the cave makes to try and, well, satisfy itself. Meanwhile, we need to drop a heal on our hero quickly. Okay. Whew. Tough one. Heal for Hassan. Yes, and so we did end up fighting the beast. We couldn't figure out what it was actually using the stuff for, because I don't think it was a spirit trying to make itself real, but that is the problem when you don't talk to people. You don't get their story. You don't get the details on what it is that they were thinking or hoping at those times, which is why it's dangerous to make assumptions sometimes. But in the end, he attacked us, didn't want to share his supply, so justified in fighting back and taking him out. We collected some of the liquid and are now heading back to Muriel's grandmother, whose name is Grandma's. So, the plural of grandma, representing every grandmother who has ever been, probably. It's unfortunate to have Retro bound up like that, and so we exchanged a whole lot of spells and abilities back and forth between the two of us. Just a whole bunch of defense downs, saps going back and forth, spells and skills going all over the place. Oh, Retro is still unable to do anything? No. Okay. I was just tapping away and didn't notice that Retro's opportunity to move had already passed. My bad entirely. Okay, we'll heal up our hero one more time. Let Hassan smack some bugs down. We ran into a couple of metal slimes, but were unable to actually defeat any of them. They ran as soon as they saw us coming, which is what they do, but at the same time is very frustrating, as the payoff for defeating one is just so wonderful in comparison to everything else that you do find in here, that any missed opportunity at one is always tough to bear. Ooh, a terrific blow. I like that even better than a critical hit, really. I guess if you were playing D&D, you would have to call it a terriff instead of a crit. But I still think it works. Yeah, bugs everywhere. We will have to drop a few more medical herbs after this. Try and get things moving in the correct direction once again. I'm actually recording back to back again for the first time in a little while today, so everything is fresh in my mind more or less. Let's use a medical herb on both of our boys. Muriel's mother gave us a bunch of them, and we have been going through them through here. Mainly with hornets and our spellcasting foes rather than from the big boss. We did have to heal up some against the boss, but he only really attacked us like 3 times. He mainly just tried to lower our defense and then drop some statuses on us, so it is important to remember to do damage. You don't want to get, oh wonderful, level up for our hero and for Hassan, all the better. That is the trap that Pokemon players, coming back to it, do fall into, particularly early on, is that just load yourself up with attacking moves in every spot that you can put them. But you do need to do other things other than just attack to have the best option, but at the same time, if you don't have any attacking moves, if all you're doing is dropping statuses, it is difficult to win. Okay. Onward and upward. They get a preemptive turn, but still ended up protecting themselves rather than doing any damage. That's fine. The more they want to do that, I will keep on encouraging them. Oof. Especially if you're taking big swings like that. Okay. That's more like it. Okay, made it out. We're going to have to use another medical herb on our hero. Make sure he is going to get back to town okay in one piece. Guys, we aren't in... Oof. I was going to say, we're not in the cave anymore. You guys aren't supposed to be here, but I guess they're just across the bridge monsters as well. And if they are faster than us, or at least faster than Hassan, off and on, we're better off just trying to take them out rather than keep running away and letting them take shots at us. Oof. Got the numb effect there. Goodness. Yeah, we really do count on Hassan just to deliver the big blows. Okay, back across the bridge. Should we heal again? No, let's keep going. We're close. Of course. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that was very dangerous. But made it with 5 hit points to spare. Hopefully the lady will let us share a bed once again. Welcome back. I see you found the dream scene drops. I trust you're okay, Muriel. I'm growing tired. We'll finish this tomorrow. Okay, we did in fact get another free night's sleep. God love it. Let's begin. Now I need the dream seeing drops. Give the dream seeing drops to grandma's. Allah, Allah, Allah. Here we go. Oop. Shimmering and live and in living color. Our heroes. Well, that's that. So that's what you look like. Go ahead, Muriel. I was like you once. That's why I could communicate with you. Grandma's also helped me to become visible in this world. I guess that makes sense. But old woman, how did you see us? That's my secret. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Grandma's, I've decided to go with them. Very well, I can't keep you here against your will. Maybe someday you'll come visit me again. Hey, as long as you keep letting us sleep here for free, we will come here all the time. Retro Hassan, from now on we shall travel together. Okay. A new party member. And I think that this is everybody I remember from the intro game cutscene. So potentially our last party member? Goodbye, Muriel. I'll miss you. Oh. There's nothing more I can do for you. Perhaps someone at Grey Duck Castle can help. Well, it's not letting us take another night's sleep, so that is a rough one. But hey, a new party member. That is very exciting. She has got all kinds of things through here that may be interesting. Let's give her the silver tiara. Maybe the gold ring. The nut of magic. Beauty plant, dream scene drops 1. Okay. I hope I'm going to need to keep going back to that cave for drops all the time. It does seem like it would be a drawback in exploring the world. Okay, Murray. Oh, level 5. I don't think we're over leveled. Because we did almost get knocked all the way out a couple of times. But Muriel is way behind, despite coming in a little bit later. Okay, she's got antidote, so that's wonderful. Antidote and heal. Just that in and of itself is a great reason to have her on the team. Welcome to the port town of San Marino. Now people can see us. Demon King is planning to conquer the world. People used to go to the Shrine of Dama to train to fight Mudo, but the Demon King was able to destroy the shrine. Who are you? What do you want? What am I saying? How rude of me. Okay, we are going to absolutely save our game. We've got 2 levels and a new party member since last time, so very, very exciting. Let's see, 1700 for retro. Oh, Hassan's going to pass us next time. 158 for Muriel, so it'll be pretty easy to get her leveled up a couple of times, I guess. But before we do that, we have wrongs to right. Huh? Who are you? Sandy? She left town. Makes me angry to even think about it. How could such a pretty girl poison my pet? You disagree? You have something you want to tell me? So you're saying that Sandy didn't do it? What do you know? Did you see something? Amanda did it. She didn't want Sandy to marry my son. But Sandy has left as the assistant to a traveling merchant. Traveling from town to town may be dangerous for a girl like that. I'm afraid I may have made a terrible mistake. You did. Woof woof. Oh, and now the dog likes us. That makes all those adventuring to get the drops even worth it. What do you want? What about Sandy? You say she didn't poison Paris' food? Of course not. I've been such a fool. She's not like that. It's too late. I've already lost her. Thank you, stranger. Excuse me. Oh. I knew Sandy was innocent, but I let her go. I'm such a fool. I have to fix this. Thank you again. Nothing was found. I wonder if we would have found something if we had looked just before we told the guy. Sometimes judgments are based on emotional attachments. Not attachments, but reactions. And yes, that is certainly true. It is important, while it is certainly important, it is actually very, very difficult to do that, to think based on facts rather than what do you feel. The girl on the cell left with a traveling merchant. Do not know where they went. Perhaps you should ask the mayor. Yes, it is difficult to take emotions out of decisions, especially if it is something that affected a family member or a loved one or a pet. But as difficult as it is to do in the moment, it is important to really just try. It's not something that you can do every time without fail. The mayor's looking for a new maid. He left the old one in an underground prison. I can't imagine that that is going to be a big selling point when you're interviewing new applicants. Oh, what happened to your old maid? Well, I locked her in prison. I bet the Demon King has a commanding voice. That must be how he's built such a large army. If the King of Radok knew this, he might be better prepared. Doing voice lessons, probably. But I cannot tell him. Maybe you could. I'm trying to talk to the cat. There we go. Totally worth it. I'm so sorry. I never wanted Sandy to be kicked out of town. It's too bad. Are you a customer? I didn't mean to bother you with my problems. I'm actually here to arrest you? Maybe? No, I guess not. Okay. Grandfather became very depressed when Sandy left. It's not healthy for a man of his age. Oh no. You're not from around here, are you? What brings you here? I thought everything fell in Wudo's army. How is it we've never met if you are around here? Okay, asking the logical, reasonable questions. Let's see if we can get some armor. Marie cannot wear those things. She can't wear a leather dress. She can't have a shield. She can't have a leather cap. She can't have a wooden hat. Okay, let's try and get our tiara on. And gold ring on. And use the meta magic. Okay. Now that we've equipped as best we can make purchases. Being well informed. Ooh, big loss in style, but that's something you just gotta deal with. No, the tiara is much better than the leather cap. So everything else we are okay. Muriel is as equipped as she can be armor-wise at the moment. I am Sandy. Why have you come? You're not Sandy. You're the old man who really liked the maid. Is this a dream? You're adventurers? Sorry about that. I've been depressed since my granddaughter ran away. If you come across my granddaughter Sandy, tell her to come home. Not just for my happiness, but for hers. Well, we will certainly do that. Okay. Not actually a creepy old man, but a devoted grandfather. I'm not from around here. The King of Radok sent me here to find the Mirror of Ra. I know it's dangerous, but I have to fulfill my duty as a soldier. Don't know whether I feel safer here or at Radok Castle. There isn't anywhere that's safe anymore. That is definitely a feeling that a lot of people have these days, I'm afraid. Nobody comes to my lounge anymore. It used to be very crowded here until the Shrine of Dama fell. The ferry doesn't arrive soon. What will I do with all this cargo? Well, I guess we did already help ourselves to the cargo previously. Alright, casino. Can we actually do anything this time? It is not good to gamble. I'll just say that outright. But it is also fun to play these games in Dragon Quest. Okay, that would be a big boost to our style, I'm sure. Really big defense boosts there. So no, we are not likely to hit it rich from there. Sure, we'll play one coin. So That is the way of the slot machine, I'm afraid. Just not any fun unless you win. Never give up. That's a bad attitude. Sure, we'll do a poker round. Okay. Alright, so we've got a lot of swords. No pairs or anything. We could potentially get a flush. So oh, congratulations. Alright. Yeah, we'll play again, why not? This is what we would call a bad hand. So, okay, we'll hold on to our king. And hope for the best. Yeah, afraid of that. Okay, we've got kings. So we will hold on to those. Two pair, okay. So we got our money back from that. Sure, let's try to double up this time. One of the other cards higher? Okay. They were all higher. This is where they get you. No, we will take our 4 coins, but we'll try it again. Okay, we've got a pair. We'll play until we either win something nice or until we're back down to 10 coins. Not a lot you can really do with that. Okay, so one more round. We'll bet 3. King, queen, jack. Let's go big. Okay, that's fine. No, let's go one more, but we'll put everything on it. And we are going to lose everything. A valuable lesson. Again, do not gamble. It is one of those things that you just think, can you afford to pay my bar tab? Aren't you a little young? Well, you're the one who offered. We were just wandering around. You will see advertisements everywhere for gambling now, sports gambling. It seems to be advertised on every single program. And it's just not how it used to be. I do think that that is dangerous and bad for people to just have that sort of advertisement intimidation, because you are not going to win. It is sad, but in the end you are going to lose, and that is irrespective of what you do, what you plan, anything else. You can think and think, but unless it is your full-time job to just really put things in, you are not going to win. When I was younger, I danced at Raylock Castle. The king and queen spent most of their time sleeping. The prince has gone missing. But you didn't hear that from me. Okay. Got a little royal gossip. But yes, do definitely stay away from gambling of all sorts. Okay, the whip is better. Claw, I think we picked up one of those. Chain sickle. That is a pretty nice increase. So let's get it for our boy Hassan here. 0 to 0. Okay. Let's sell a couple of the things that we aren't using now. I surely purchased it. Okay, well, let Hassan sell a shield. And we'll sell the axe. Okay, now we do want to buy. Let's buy the whip. For Murray. Muriel. Drop in style by 1. And I 48 to 60. That is a big increase. Let's buy it. We'll give it to Retro. 13 to 21. Okay. Apparently boomerangs are out of fashion. I'm going to hang on to the boomerang for right now, though. Okay. We are geared up now. Let's sell out of the bag. We've got knives and spears. That we will not need going forward. Unless there's another party member who comes in, but we will deal with that if we come to it. Okay, I think that is everything that we need there, so wonderful. I work every day in order to keep my body in good shape. The very admirable. If you're able, Mirror Frau was made long ago by a beautiful goddess. I may be old, but it is even older. I don't know where it is now. Would you lie to me? No. Good. My grandmother told me about a mirror that can see through lies. I'm not scared. Well, we shouldn't go around lying to children. You're here to buy something? Please go outside. Okay. The people have been purchasing weapons recently. The world is truly a dangerous place. Well, it gets more dangerous if everybody has a weapon. That is just how it is, I'm afraid. You want to keep yourself safe. Everyone wants to keep themselves safe. But if everyone has a weapon, it's not ideal. You're a warrior? That person with you. Hassan, is that you? You've come. It's really you. Oh, Hassan. Honey, wake up. Hassan is home. Yes, of course he is. Let me sleep. Thank you for finding my son. Hassan has been gone so long. Hassan, oh, how you've grown. I'm sorry, lady. I think you've got me confused for someone else. That can't be. You are my son. A mother can always tell. It can't be true. I have never seen this house in my life. Like Retro, I'm from another world. Let me sleep. Yeah. Somebody says that they found my long-lost son. And I'm just, it's fine. I'm not actually interested. Well, what do I know? It's hard to imagine how you react in a situation like that, because it just is so out of the ordinary, so beyond the pale, that however you think you would react, you might not actually react that way. So, okay, we've got party members, we've got outfits. Let's take these new weapons for a quick test before we call this one a video, before we head on to the boat in the next one. And just see. Alright, so we've got the sickles. Whips attack everyone. Wonderful. I think that they only attack the same sort of enemy, though. Okay, the chain sickles also only attack one enemy. I thought that maybe they would attack several enemies, like the boomerang, but that's okay. We will get a level up on Muriel here. And we will call it good after that. They're apparently split in separate groups through there, so we're only able to whip one at a time. Yeah, so sure enough, you can only whip one group at a time. So if it were Big Face A and Big Face B, but they were together in a group, we could whip them. But since they are considered separate units there, Muriel can only attack the one. An interesting little quirk. Well, that is all part of the game. I'm quite sure that Muriel said that, or that the priest said that Muriel would be 58 experience or 50-something experience to level up, but despite getting 40 experience from each of the last two fights, we aren't there yet. So I think that much like Breath of Fire, we are dividing that experience a few different ways. So we're getting, what, a little less than 15, maybe 14 experience each. So hopefully in the next area we'll be dealing with monsters that are built to share that experience three ways. There's our level up. Surround. Okay. I may have to look up and see what these spells translate to in Dragon Quest VI, because again, this is a translated patch, not an official translation, so it's not the typical Dragon Quest vernacular that we're used to. But that's okay. We will head over to the ship, and that is where we will call this one good. So once again, my friends, thank you so much for joining us here on Retro RPG Relaxation. I hope that you enjoyed it. We were able to set things right. More or less, we did clear Sandy's name, but she is already gone. So onward we go, and onward we will go. Next time on Retro RPG Relaxation Dragon Quest VI. Thanks so much for joining us, friend. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time.